So guys, I actually turned the radio off, but as you can see, we are seeing this number there, and wow, what do you know, it just powered itself back on. So it's off, and by touching it just came back on. So wow, there's a lot that I need to explore with it. So let me shut it down. I think that it is on a setting that can allow us to touch and turn it on. Okay guys, so I'm doing this video because I struggled for a moment there. My radio was always on and I could not find a way of getting it off, right? So if you notice, my keys are out, right? And I can't turn on the radio now. There is a switch that you need to put for low use, and I am going to show you in a while, right? My radio was always powered, so I figured out the problem and I will show you exactly. If you notice the radio is not coming on, I'm going to put the key in. The ignition is on. The radio comes on there now, right? So you can see that the radio is powered, right? And if I take the key, if I turn off the ignition, so the ignition is off, and if I pull the key out, the radio goes off. Guys, what I did, I realized that this cable says low use. So with that being said, I unplugged these two wires, right? I did that at the back. Let me show you. So after doing so, I realized that the radio is working much better with the ignition and it is not always powered, and that's exactly what I was hoping for. That's what I was looking for, and I just rectified that issue because I went on Google and I realized that there are a lot of persons who having the same issues, that their radio is always on, and I want mine to work with my ignition. So I did some research, I did some trials. I powered on the system with the decoder and without the decoder, see if that would do the trick. And then I realized that there's a wire that says low use. So I unplugged this wire and I realized that it is working very good with my system, and that's how I want this radio to work. And let me just say, to have your radio on all the time, it will definitely kill your battery. So if I power this on, it would not power on, and I have to turn on my ignition to get this radio on. So as you can see, the lights are on here and the radio comes on, and the radio is now powered, right? So we can press the power to turn this on. As you can see as well, that the radio is still powered, it is still on, but it is off. In a off mode, it is actually showing us the time. This is how it was before, but the difference is the ignition is on and this is still on. So if we turn off, the ignition is off. You can see the radio is still on, but when we take the key out, the radio should go off. So this is how we do it, guys. Yeah, so that problem is solved. I'm going to put back in the screws and put back this bezel that should fit around it. So let me just put back in the screws and then we'll fit back in this bezel that is to go around it.